Have you ever seen a garden that feels alive, even though nothing seems to move? You hear no water, no wind, no footsteps, yet something inside you shifts. That's the quiet magic of a Japanese garden. It doesn't entertain your eyes. It speaks to your heart. Welcome back to Japan Trend Quiz. Today, let's wander through silence and learn why Japanese gardens feel like living paintings. First question: why do Japanese gardens feel alive, even when everything looks still? The answer is because they're designed to move with your mind. In a Japanese garden, movement is invisible. It's found in light, sound, and imagination. The sunlight trembles through leaves. Shadows slide slowly across moss. A single breeze ripples a pond like breath. Even a stone can seem to shift because your perception completes the motion. The garden doesn't perform, it invites. Every visitor becomes part of the scenery. Your thoughts wander and the landscape moves with them. The garden changes as your feelings change. That's why Japanese stillness never feels empty, it feels quietly alive. It listens as much as it exists. Many Japanese gardens are called living paintings because they're drawn not with brushes, but with nature itself. The gardener arranges rocks like ink strokes, plants like colors, and water like blank space. And just like a painting, every garden holds a story, but the story only appears when you slow down. Before moving to the next question, don't forget, subscribe for stories from Japan. Second question: why is gravel or sand often used instead of water? The answer is, it represents water through imagination. In Zen gardens, waves are carved into sand with slow, deliberate strokes of a rake. The lines flow around stones as if time itself were rippling. These designs are called karesansui, dry landscapes. They never move, yet they are full of movement. It's an art of illusion where emptiness becomes energy. The sand reflects sunlight like water, and your mind hears the river that isn't there. A still surface feels like a flowing stream. This is one of Japan's oldest meditative arts. Monks once raked these lines every morning, not to perfect them, but to quiet their hearts. The garden was never finished. It was a daily prayer. In that repetition, they discovered something profound. Stillness doesn't mean nothing is happening. It means everything is happening, slowly, softly, invisibly. To stand before such a garden is to feel motion without noise, depth without words, and peace without distance. Third question: why are asymmetry and imperfection so important in Japanese gardens? The answer is because nature is never perfect, and that's beauty. In Japanese design, balance is found in unevenness. A garden path never runs straight. Stones lean, trees curve, water pools unevenly. Yet the whole scene feels harmonious. This is wabi-sabi, the beauty of imperfection. It celebrates things that age, crack, or fade. A weathered lantern, a rough stone, a broken branch, these are not flaws. They are memories you can see. A perfect garden can feel cold, like glass. An imperfect one feels alive, like skin. Because real beauty comes from time, and time always leaves traces. When a leaf falls onto the sand, it isn't a mistake, it's a conversation. The garden whispers, nothing lasts, but everything matters. Even the way you walk becomes part of this philosophy. Your footsteps break the symmetry. Your presence completes the pattern. That's how the garden breathes, through you. Fourth question: why do Japanese gardens often frame distant scenery like mountains, skies, or temples beyond the wall? The answer is to connect the garden with the wider world. This idea is called shakkei, or borrowed landscape. It means the garden doesn't end at its border. It reaches outward, borrowing the mountain, the sky, or even the city skyline. The horizon becomes part of the art. It's a humble act, admitting that beauty is shared, not owned. When clouds drift, the painting changes. When light fades, a new scene appears. The gardener composes the frame, but nature paints the picture every second. This is collaboration, not control. And it reflects a core belief of Japanese aesthetics. Humans and nature are never separate. They are partners in creation. Some of Kyoto's oldest gardens were built so visitors would see Mount Hiei in the distance, its peak floating like a brushstroke. The garden and the mountain breathe together. That's why standing still feels like watching time unfold. Fifth question: why do visitors walk so slowly in Japanese gardens? The answer is because movement reveals hidden layers of beauty. Each step changes the perspective, like turning a page. A pond reflects a tree that wasn't visible before. A stone path bends, revealing another story. The design is called roji, the path of quiet approach. It's used in tea gardens to prepare the mind before ceremony. As you walk, your senses sharpen. You start noticing sound, scent, and temperature. The more you slow down, the more the garden reveals. Every Japanese garden is written in time, not space. You can't understand it all at once. It unfolds gently, like a poem whispered line by line. By the time you leave, you've walked through a landscape and yourself. That's why Japanese gardens are never finished. They live through the people who pass through them. Bonus question: what can the world learn from Japanese gardens? The answer is that stillness can be alive and silence can speak. In a world that moves too fast, Japanese gardens move at the speed of the heart. They remind us that peace isn't found by escaping life, it's found by seeing it differently. Every leaf, stone, and shadow is a teacher. They tell us, look closer, breathe slower, be present. You don't need to change the world to feel beauty. You just need to notice what's already here. The sound of wind, the scent of moss after rain, the way light touches water for a moment, then disappears. This is the language of stillness. It's what makes Japanese gardens living art. So the next time you visit one, don't just look, listen. Let the silence move through you. Because even in stillness, life never stops flowing. So, how many did you get right? Which lesson stayed with you? Imagination, imperfection, or borrowed beauty? Share your reflections in the comments below. Tag a friend who loves quiet spaces or someone who needs calm today. And don't forget, subscribe for more stories of Japan's quiet beauty. Because sometimes the calmest places hold the most vibrant life.